We're rolling.
We are?
Yeah.
What about this? Whoa! Hell yeah!
We're the Lockwoods, and we live by 3 philosophies. Happiness is a choice. Instead of one day, make it day one. And change is a beautiful thing. Welcome to our life with surprises and new adventures on every horizon.
Libby wasn't scared. She loved it. She was like,
She trusts you so much.
ride of my life. She does trust me quite a bit. This is why I have to hold her, is because she's always pawing at my leg every time she hears me talk. And then she gets really jealous if I hold one of the kids. Brooklyn, especially, she's super light, so if she jumps up in my arms and I'm carrying her, Libby goes nuts. She's a jealous little...
Dog.
I was going to say dog.
You're going to say bitch. All right, you wanted to talk about what we did this weekend.
Yeah, we did so much this weekend. It was super fun. The girls did a little runway model contest tryout, and they both did an excellent job, and they made it to the next round. So we'll see what happens with that. Colt is an insane, intense baseball player.
Swing hard, Colt.
You got this, Colt. Yes, run!
We are a Little League family. I'm the loudest mom in the stands. Guaranteed. Guaranteed.
I believe it, even if he doesn't.
He does not. He gives me a hard time. He thinks it. Jackson's mom is the loudest one in the stands, and she is wonderful, and I love her to death. I am the loudest mom in the stands, for sure.
Yes, run! Woo! Run home, Colt! Yes! Woo!
Also, we redid our studio.
Yes, so always be changing, and this is classic inside our life together. Phil is always rearranging things. This studio used to be out here, and then it was in the spare bedroom. Now it's back out here. And of course, all day long, we're decorating, redecorating.
Hopefully the picture is temporary. That's something we already had, but we've got something pretty exciting that we've got on the way.
It's not a baby. You made that sound like
Definitely not a baby. I did.
Not a baby.
I'm so sorry. I apologize to anybody who thought I was talking about a baby.
We're not having a
I will never talk about that.
We're
again.
not, I mean, I don't want to throw anybody under the bus, but we're not one of those YouTubers. We're not going to have a baby just to... Our family is complete. We're perfect at 3 kids.
Yes.
We're done.
But yes, ABC, always be changing. And probably very few people really understand that really the underlying message there is always be improving. Always be growing.
Always be
ABI or
growing, yeah.
ABG,
Mm-hmm.
it just doesn't roll off the tongue quite as much as ABC.
Right.
And it's one of our corporate values at Distill, our agency. But the point is, if you see a way to improve something, to optimize something, take the opportunity to do so. And so that's what we did. Took it out of the little room down here in the basement and put it into the big room because we want to start using it for everything. So I want to do the Distill stuff out here. And we want the flexibility to have 1 person or 2 people.
Sometimes 3.
And and then also all of our other formats like the Hump Day Happy Hour.
We'll do that down here. Yeah.
We've done some things in here that we've never done before, like multiple camera angles, which we're not doing on this video most likely, but we have the ability to do that now. If we have like 3 different cameras in front of us and then 1 up above that can look straight down. And that's really good for when we're making cocktails. So that as we're slicing all of our limes and lemons and squeezing stuff, like you can get straight down, just like Food TV or
like the chew.
the chef. What's that called? The chef one?
The chew.
No, our chef thing. Chef's table.
Chef's table. We love Chef's table.
Man, that's the best. Very top down. That's their whole thing.
It's like every episode is on my bucket list of culinary experiences to have.
Yeah. So it's butcher block top, so it's great for anything that we do corporate-y or just talking. We can do our bar stools right here so we can sit down, or we can stand like this, which obviously we're going to do while we're making cocktails. Mm-hmm. And we have some soundproofing over here, like what we're facing, just the acoustic blanket so that we don't get too much echo, and then we can remove more in post. Got the microphone right up above. This is super awesome. I really like this.
It's a great setup. I'm just a little bit grateful that Phil didn't run to Home Depot and get
That reminds me.
All those 2x4s. Really?
No, not for 2x4s because we have like 30 of them in the garage.
Well, one day, Phil and I were out for a walk. This was maybe barely over a year ago.
This is exciting. I can't wait to hear what this is.
We're out for a walk, and Phil suddenly gets this idea that there's a small part of our basement back then that was not finished, and he's like, I'm going to build a studio. So he drives directly to Home Depot and gets, like $300 worth of 2x4s, and literally builds it from scratch, ground up with the 2x4s, walls and ceiling and floor, and then carpeted the whole thing, the walls and ceiling and floor, because of soundproofing. You mounted a monitor on it, decorated it with a little end table between the two chairs, and it was total interview style. You had a little peekaboo for the cameras to be at the right angles you wanted. And this was done all in less than 24 hours from us going on a walk. 24 hours later, he's built this in the basement.
When you get an itch, you get an itch. You just got to scratch it. I'm your itch.
He had an itch.